Hey you folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth as the Slavic Federation. And as a reminder, this is a game that started as a pre-release live stream. It's been going on since before the game was available for commercial release. I know I've been dawdling, but I think part of the problem with my head is I've learned so many other things about the game now. It's like I look at this one like, ugh, I don't want to continue this one. It's all stupid, you guys. I made all of these mistakes. But hey, we're here. Let's see what we can do. As a reminder, Franco-Iberia has finished the mined flower and is probably just going to mind control us and win the game. It's a little bit too far away for us to reach, but rather than whine about that, let's go and have some fun and declare war on Brasilia, just because. And yes, not Polystralia, Brasilia, because of course Polystralia is down to like one teeny tiny little city, and that's pretty much it. So we'll have some fun with that, and actually, there's something to be said about challenging Brasilia over here, because they do have their, is it the Exodus Gate? I think it's the Exodus Gate is the one that creates the Earthling settlements. I might be flipping the terms between the purity and the supremacy victories around, but either way, they're working towards their own victory. I think there's a couple other people who might also be working towards their own victory. Of course, we are building our beacon here for our contact victory. I still have no idea what will happen after the beacon finishes. Do we win instantly? Probably not. So I have no idea. Anyway, yeah, we're going to declare war just because it's fun. If nothing else, it's fun. I should have double-checked for you guys to show you that they are at level 16 in their affinity, which means they have potentially slightly stronger troops, but they're pretty distracted. I think there's a few wars going on, so hopefully it will be fine. We've got our Angel over here, which has got the 88 attack power and can do the sort of mini-range thing. Basically, they're just like the bazookas and whatnot from Civ 5, which means they can hit people without being hit in return. With that being said, we're not doing a heck of a lot of damage there. They have some pretty good modifier. We have the Xenoswarm over here, which we stole during a spy operation. I'll go ahead and... Wow. Well, I mean, let me reconsider, but we're probably still going to do this. Oh, wait, there's a Brazilian warden over here. We can't actually attack it, which is kind of annoying. What's this orbital here? That's my TACnet hub. Yeah, as I recall, we put TACnet hubs all over the place. Maybe all I'll do is I'll move over here and I'll fortify and provide a little bit of extra cover. Got some trade vessels here. I suspect this was probably going into Brazilian territory and wants something else. We are currently losing money, so I suppose I should keep up the external trade routes, even though it kind of sucks. This is the most money, but not any science whatsoever. Kind of sucks. Let's do that. But yeah, I would really like more internal trade routes just because I like the production. But if anything, I'd want more internal trade routes to my capital so that I could build a beacon a little bit faster, and none of these coastal ones will be able to do that. So I guess all these sea-based ones will be there to try to make us some money. Wow, a lot of things got reset. Most likely a lot of these guys will get sunk during the course of the war as well, but especially since they're literally going right by a Brazilian city. So I probably should have chosen an alternate city. I see all of these. There we go. This one here will take a safe route. Wow, we had a lot of stuff going to Brasilia. That's why our money went so negative, I think, is because all those trade routes just ended spontaneously. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and send one to Axiom. Yeah, it's safe. And it's money. I mean, I know there's not a lot of science, but... whoops, that was the wrong button. Not Endeavor. There we go. So I'm just going to find the top energy-producing cities that don't run right by Brazilian territory. Like that. Not really pay too much attention here. Okay. Excuse me, my throat is a little bit mucky today, but hopefully we'll keep it under control. I got a bit of a throat spray here. I've got echinacea. Lovely stuff. We do have a saber over here, and I keep pooping on the saber in so many games because I don't like the fact that it moves so slowly, but I have to say its range is pretty good. Also, some people have pointed out that it's possible that the saber, when you get the next level, will get another level of range, and I was going to say might be able to get an extra +1 from an upgrade, but it looks like no. But it will get to range 4 as soon as we get to 16 total affinities, which is pretty beefy. Anywho, let's go ahead and take whatever shots we can. I don't know what kind of airplanes they've got rocking around here in Freeland. I don't know if we want to use our planes for bombard or whatnot. This Apostle over here will take the minor defeat. it's going to be really hard to punch through Brasilia. They do have their plus 10% melee strength modifier just from their sponsor. And that is going to complicate things a little bit. Let's go ahead and move this Cinder Prime up as much as we can. I like the way they walk. Is that... Oh, I was going to say, it's next turn already? We're out of moves? But no, we're just... Words. Sorry. All of our dudes are on Fortify, which is why we're not being prompted for an action. I should have made this move first before meleeing. Only 9 damage! Well, I mean, they do have a base 66 strength and a crap ton of modifiers. That is brutal. I'm going to go ahead and take that attack. Just because these Xenoswarms are not really going to be worth much. They can't be upgraded because they're not our affinity thing. We just got them from a recruit defectors mission. I think this is a good idea. It'll put us in the woods, out of range of the city. I think that's going to be okay. Also have another Executor here that could be moved. And it's a Centurion. That's a melee unit. It's not a fast mover, so I think it's safe for us to move this other Executor up here on this hill. I'm not going to move the Xenoswarm. This Herald I will keep on intercept duty. Oh, right, and then we have our second army up here. Herpaderp. So let's go ahead and move in with the Apostles. I like the name of these units. We'll move our Cinder into melee range. That's, yeah, the wrong kind of thing. We still only have range 2 on these Educators, right? This is a missile rover. Yeah. We get double attack soon. And +1 range if it hasn't moved at level 14, which is going to be really good. That Devastator upgrade is phenomenal. What I have to do... Okay, that's good. I have to move in with lots of troops if I'm going to go ahead and kind of expose these guys. How far can the Executor move? Okay, so what we want to do is we want to move... Luckily, there's no melee unit in Richport. So I'm going to move the Educator to be adjacent. That way I'll be able to move the Executor to within range there. And actually another Executor on this hill right over here. We're not at war with these folks, are we? No, no, no. It's just highlighting. We could probably... There's no planes here. We could either use it as a bombard, or, a part of me, I'm thinking, we're going to move a third plane into Jimboomba. And then do some bombards, or not. Wow, that is some damage. Let's not do that then. We're going to fortify that guy up. This guy can shoot. I guess we have enough roads over here that we had some movement left. That's quite nice. And we gain veterancy. We'll go ahead and take our bonus right away. We lost a trade unit. But that's it. Okay, let's see what the counterattack looks like. KPs have condemned Franco-Iberia. That's actually quite nice. We want Franco-Iberia to be hated. We did do a lot of diplomacy to get a lot of people to go into war with Franco-Iberia, which is nice. Ooh. Satellite launched. No. A TACnet hub was destroyed by their Devastator right over here. It's not a surprise. We didn't really expect a lot of our TACnet hubs to survive. And what it actually does is free up our ability to launch a planet carver somewhere. Because if I recall correctly, we didn't really have the airspace to launch a planet carver. Really? The Krakens are being a problem? Oh, actually, the Krakens are attacking, or being attacked by a Brazilian Dreadnought. So that works out halfway okay. Alright, we're doing some intercepting of ships, or some planes, which is pretty helpful. Actually, didn't kill the Xenoswarm, which is interesting. I don't mind if the Xenoswarm dies, but it's nice that it sort of soaked and attacked and didn't actually get killed. And it can continue to prove a distraction as we move forward. My god, Brasilia's got a lot of units. Quite choke pointy, though. If they can't... I don't know if they're at war with Australia. I'm assuming they're not. And if they're not, and if they don't negotiate an open borders, they're not going to be able to get through here. Which I like a lot, actually. For obvious reasons. It turns out I like it when my opponents can't hit back, although they did use a Dragoon to kill my siege unit, which will slow down our conquest here a fair bit. We're going to focus on killing that melee unit first. Oh, wow, we're doing no damage! I mean, I guess we only have 26 range strength. Wow, maybe we need more of those sabers I keep pooping on. They don't have a plane here, so I guess what I'll do is I'll go ahead and do airstrikes against that unit. We're taking a fair amount of damage on our planes. I like the little attack animations. They don't really make sense, but I'm still liking them. Melee, I guess we'll take it and then finish it off with the Cinder. We might have just been able to kill it with the Cinder in the first place, but this will be fine. So we've done no damage to Richport, and they've got a Predator in there that can do some bombard. Actually, wait, the Predator is the plane, right? Yeah, they do have a plane in there, which I hadn't realized. But it was either idle or I missed... No, it didn't do an interception because it probably would have killed us. I'm not going to attack the city. I'll just fortify up. We have an Arbiter over here, which is a ship. Yes, okay. Like, it's hard to keep track of these unit types. So we're going to move down the coast. Uzbek has... wow. Uzbek has, like, no defenses because they didn't build any defensive buildings at all. This Herald definitely needs to stay on intercept duty. It's absolutely critical. This Angel should probably fortify until healed. It might just keep soaking more bombards every turn, which wouldn't be bad. Do we have triple range on our Executors? Oh, we do. Or Executors. And our Saber, which does actual damage. Well, barely. We're going to go ahead and take the heal on the Xenoswarm, and then tell it to fortify until healed. It may or may not be able to soak a bunch more attacks, which would be nice. Nothing we really want to attack there, so we may as well bombard the city. I think I might just well, I guess I can tell them to create the plantation, but I'm probably going to automate them soon. This is our capital. It's now up to 28 turns. We must have lost a trade unit. We are going to get it to run an internal trade route. In fact, I'm going to check to see... Okay, it's at 3 of 3. Just wanted to make sure that it had max internal trade routes for its production. We finished some operations. I think the thing to do right now is to just keep siphoning energy. I think that's our biggest need right now. We finished a gunboat over here. Well, a gunboat's only going to help so much. A defensive building wouldn't be terrible. Node bank gives us hit points? It does, too. You know what? Actually, we really just need more sabers. That would actually be really, really, really helpful. That and planes. I can queue up another saber? Oh, I guess I had 10 before I queued it up. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Gain some veterancy. We'll go ahead and take the discipline bonus over there and probably heal up. As Cinder Prime. I don't know if I want to move into the city range yet. I think what I would like to do is take up more place in the forest for defensive purposes. This Arbiter here will actually go and... Oh, that's a... Right, that's a boat. I thought it was a plane. These guys will probably get destroyed by the Brazilian dreadnoughts, but we'll try to do what we can. This worker I'll just automate because I'm lazy. This Executor will bombard the city. Even though the city might actually full heal that. We'll see how it goes. This guy, we can shoot. Pew! This guy can't shoot anyone. But I don't think I want to move forward because you're just asking for your ranged unit to get murderized. So they get 2 attacks per turn, and they get +1 range in their first attack because they haven't moved. It's interesting. We're going to have intercept duty for that guy. This apostle will just fortify. This guy will also, well, I'll tell him to fortify until healed, but might just stay fortified to keep that front line. More TACnet hubs. Right, the Planet Carver. I was forgetting all about that. I actually should have gotten that going a little sooner. So all the blue areas already have a satellite, and we can't use up that space. This will work out quite nicely, though, because I will be able to use this Planet Carver to bombard Richport. And they shouldn't be able to shoot it down. But it looks like we don't really have a front line anywhere else where we could drop it. Technically, some of these places are in range, like here, but it'll just get shot down instantly. I could drop it here and then use it to shoot the boats, but I don't know if that's necessary. Oh, right, I've got range here because the frac site, so I could do something like this. But, again, they'll probably just come by with a siege unit and kill it. I think I like the idea of dropping it right here and using it to shoot at Richport. I don't think it'll be able to fire this turn. Or, apparently, it can. So then I really should have probably started with this. Look at that effect! Listen, they ain't no nukes, but they're pretty damn cool. So next turn, we'll Planet Carver them again, bombard them a couple times, and maybe start with our meleeing on the Cinders. It depends on exactly how low Richport gets. Heals pretty well. What's its full hit points? 175. You can actually shoot it down from there. So they built the thing, because you need to build a building to be able to shoot down satellites. And furthermore, actually, it shot, but it didn't... was bombarded, but I still see the graphic. Maybe it just hasn't shown the death thing yet. Unit killed. It must be down. It's just not updating the graphics yet. Damn, yeah. So they have the buildings that give you +1 bombard range, which is what you need to protect yourself from planet carvers and stuff. They probably have those all over. Lost a boat here, and not a surprise. Although, what do we get at 14? Why is this turn taking so long to process? I guess it's Brasilia making all its calculations. We lost an explorer? Okay, that's fine. Some bombards are happening, but we are doing some interceptions. Although only one here. We need a second plane there. Oh, although the planes from Jimboomba are still covering this area, which is good. Okay, I want to see if my gunboats are getting an upgrade at level 14. No, it's 15. What gets updated at 14? There's no easy way to find that. Well, Ilodzi, since I have no way to directly attack you, I'm going to go ahead and accept the peace deal with you. Because I'll get some stuff out of it. And that's okay. Although, I'm wondering if I should just ask for just more energy. The titanium and petroleum is not bad, though, just because of the more satellites. But let's see here. So I can ask... I don't need open borders with you. I can ask for your 295 energy you've got now. Plus, I don't know, 50 energy per turn? Oh, you're doing that jerky thing. All right. 50 is probably too much. Well, I guess what I'll do is I'll ask for 50 and propose that. Oh, you are taking it. Oh, okay, so I should have started with a way bigger number. That's all right, though. 50 energy per turn and a bunch more. We can actually we could quick buy a unit, which wouldn't be a bad thing. Probably in Stanimir. Let's go ahead and purchase something. The new planet carver? No, it'll just get shot down. Same thing with the TACnet hubs. Although I think the TACnet hubs have slightly bigger reach. Orbital laser. Oh, I did not realize that. Orbital lasers have a range of 3. Planet carvers are much stronger. They hit for 120. Orbital lasers are only 70, but they have a range of 3. Let's buy a few of those, actually. We can buy one here. Maybe one more. Or not. We're out of petroleum. Never mind. They'll get shot down. They'll recycle. It'll be fine. I don't think we need a command center in Jimboomba. Hopefully we'll just win by having units, although they are moving forward a little bit. Actually, I can't buy a military unit because they've got one in the city, and I don't think I'm gonna move it out. There's something to be said about building something that increases our strength. And what will increase the strength the most? Well, we can't buy the node bank. And we can't buy the command center. Alright, never mind. It's close, but not quite enough. I wish I had started with these, because I could have gotten an extra 24 strength in the city, which would help its bombard, which is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to start with this guy over here. And... oh my god. These units are tough. Kill that. I guess I'll take this kill. I like the sound as it extends the cannon. The bloop, 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 bloop. That's pretty cool. Minor defeat that way. Might still be one we accept. Or, you know what? I'm not going to attack. What I will do is position myself on top of this hill. So that they can't... well, we don't really need the floatstone. exactly. But a hill's a good defensive position. We'll stop them from getting there. That'll be good. You will take a discipline bonus. Actually, in Standomir, I will go and purchase another plane. I know it means not, you know, saving up for defenses, but I think we could use a few more intercepts. And honestly, I would like to use my planes a little bit more offensively as well. Like this one here. They probably don't have any planes idle. They might, though. I'll risk one. We'll see what happens. There we go. That's not bad. I'm not going to use any others because I've got to make sure that I've got plenty of people that are ready to intercept. We finished a network. I guess we'll just go ahead and build a command center. It's a little faster than the node hub. That'll be fine, and it actually makes some amount of sense to have it in the front. I'm going to keep both these guys sitting on intercept. Dude, well... yeah, it's interesting that you can put out your satellite and then fire instantly. You don't need to be on intercept. Instead... there we go. I was going to say, where's the wake-up command? I'll have them fortify until healed, and then bring them up again. We'll do a bombard there. So we're not going to take the city this turn because we did lose the planet carver. This guy, the question is, do I attack? He's pretty weak. I'll go ahead and have him fortify, and maybe he'll soak a bunch of damage. Do I want to move up anymore? I don't think so, although that might make some sense. We could have him rest, but I could have him rest or actually move up because he could do some more damage, which would be nice. I'm going to do this and keep this guy on the flank, although that just means I'll get shot by their ranger type unit. This guy will stay fortified. This apostle will move into, say, this gap over here, especially to protect our saber. Fortify. And even though we'll probably lose the ship, I'll go ahead and take the bombard anyway. May as well soften these guys up. We're definitely running an internal trade route. We're going to take this one here for maximum hammers coming to my capital. So still 25 turns away before we can build our beacon. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way we win this. I'm not going to pillage. I'll just fortify. This guy could potentially pillage, though. Yeah, I think he will. But then he won't have enough movement to reach there. So go ahead and fortify until healed. Bombard the city a little bit. Losing that planet carver certainly is disappointing. But dems the brakes. An arbiter here, I don't feel like attacking the Kraken. Oh! Okay. We will attack that Sea Dragon, though. The Krakens, I think, move semi-randomly. The Sea Dragons can be vicious, though. Next turn. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we don't lose too much. Hopefully the Brazilians don't take forever to use their turn again. It is nice that they can't really reach us here. Well, that's not true. They can go out into the sea. Well, that's... hold on. That's not them. Yeah, they really can't reinforce Richport. Although it doesn't seem to be stopping them from kicking our ass. Could theoretically lose the Xenoswarm. I mean, we still have interceptions, but only the one from here. No, good. We can still intercept there. Jimboomba's getting his ass kicked. I gotta remember, my city has like no combat strength and no hit points either, so they can fall very quickly, which is a bit of a concern over here with these ships, for example. Although I don't think these ships can take a city. But Jimboomba could easily fall to some nonsense over here. We'll see how it goes. I still expect we'll lose to Franco-Iberia. I mean, unless the Mind Flower has actually been destroyed and we didn't notice. What kind of upgrades are we getting? Oh, that's not that. Hit this button. Oh, okay. We do get our Carver Prime, right, which is very key. A lot more strength. That's a big, big, big deal. I'm just going to take the flat 20% when adjacent to a friendly unit, because you have to be adjacent to 3 other units to get above 20%, and that doesn't always happen, but 20% is always good. So we're going to do that. And our missile rover upgrade. Nice. So it gets the double attack, can fire up over obstacles, or instantly attack without doing a setup. That's tough. I would much prefer the +1 range option, but we don't have that option. I'm actually going to take the less setups required, because then at least I can sort of move in and shoot instantly, which will almost be like having the extra range, except not. And let's pump out, I think we just pump out more units. Not the arbiters are the ships. We don't need that right now. Redeemers are the fast units. Pump out some Cinder Primes, maybe. Or some ambassadors. Actually, a couple of ambassadors are definitely called for. Let me get one up over here as well. We're going to go ahead and put a cut in this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'm sure the series will be over relatively soon. Then we'll be looking forward to starting a new one. But until then, see you next time, folks. Bye-bye.